What is going on, everyone? Mr. Nostalgia 925 coming at you with another explaining Digimon episode. I have to admit, I did lose my appetite of making videos because of that famous article 13, but you know what? If my channel might end up disappearing, might as well give you guys as many videos as I can. Because you all know I love you so much and I simply can't do that to you. I cannot not make videos and just leave you at the side. In this video, we're going to reply to the comment of my good friend Norbert Podberezny, a cool guy that replied a bunch of time to this Digimon series. Thank you for that, buddy. I totally appreciate it. He wrote the following comment. You know me. And yes, I know you by now. What about Wormmon? I would like to see what could happen if it digivolves for itself. Alright, Norbert, let's explore our dear Wormmon and see what we can learn from it. Now, Wormmon is certainly one of the Digimons I was very excited to explore. I've always been attached to it ever since I saw Digimon Season 2. It always had a very timid and cowardly personality, but everyone knew that it somehow had a certain potential, which is going to be pretty clear in this video. And by the way, because this Digimon is an insect, it reminds me of the video about Tentomon. You might also want to check that out. It's a video that talks about insects, and Wormmon is also an insect, so you might see the link. Obviously, Wormmon's name is derived from the worm, except that its design draws influence from the bagworm moth and the silkworm. What is so special about Wormmon is that just like Veemon and other Digimons that I still have to cover, they are all descendants of certain ancient species Digimon, enabling them to armor digivolve, because not all Digimons are able to do so. Just in case, in this video I won't cover Wormmon's armored forms. I will do that in a separate video just like I did with Gatomon and Veemon. Wormmon does heavily rely on its armored digivolutions because the Digimon is rather powerless when by itself. It doesn't really have ways to defeat other Digimons. It only developed certain natural abilities to restrict the opponent's movement to give itself a chance to escape the danger. But truth be told, Wormmon doesn't have means to take down the opponent. Wormmon is a larva Digimon, which means that it needs certain conditions to metamorphose into its next form. In order for it to grow into a powerful imago, it needs time and it needs to survive the countless challenges. And by the way, just in case you don't know what an imago is, in biology, the imago is the last stage an insect attains during its metamorphosis. Its process of growth and development is also called imago or the imaginal stage, a stage in which the insect attains maturity. When Wormmon reaches maturity, it will evolve into Stingmon, an insectoid Digimon, an extremely unusual insectoid Digimon which possesses a humanoid shape. Stingmon's name is derived from stinger, which means a sharp organ, as of a bee, scorpion or stingray, that is usually connected with a poison gland or otherwise adapted to wound by piercing and injecting a poison. Whether Stingmon really has the ability to use poison isn't really known. I do like to stress out that there are Digimon games that gave it the ability to do so. Sure, some of you might say that the games aren't canon, but trust me, in Digimon there isn't really something as canon or not canon when it comes to the Digimon's abilities. Stingmon excels in its abilities as an assassin, usually aiming at the opponent's vitals by accurately and keenly discerning the way they carry their body. It specializes in attacks that silence the opponent with a single blow. It is highly intelligent due to its extreme composure and is the owner of a cool disposition. What this says is that Stingmon is basically like a ninja. It won't attack in a reckless fashion and will only engage when it sees an opportunity. Oh, and without forgetting that it has a flight ability, so it can attack airborne Digimons or grounded Digimons, and it also has the ability to fire huge needles as projectiles, so it's really a terrific Digimon. And just to make you a bit more scared, Stingmon does belong to many families like the Nature Spirits and the Wind Garden families, but what makes it a frightful creature is the fact that it also belongs to the Jungle Troopers, which means that you'd only encounter it in tropical areas like forests, and it also belongs to the Nightmare Soldiers family. Usually those members are demonic or undead Digimons, or those who dwell in haunted areas, which means that you'd probably encounter Stingmon in the deep forests, where only the strongest end up being feared and respected. For those that know Stingmon well, you'd know that it can DNA digivolve with Veemon. But because in this video we're only going to focus on Stingmon, I won't talk about the fusions, but I will do so in a separate video. Stingmon can further digivolve into Jewel Beemon, a Digimon derived from the jewel beetle. This Digimon is able to emit a rainbow-colored radiance. Its prism-like armor, which changes color with the viewing angle, is not only sturdy but also has the effect of dazzling the enemy's eyes, which is perfect in mid-combat. When it comes to survival, everything counts. If you can confuse your opponent by changing your color to find an opening, that will only augment your chances of staying alive. Digimon also has a spear that it holds in its right hand. It can swing the spear at the speed of light, generating shockwaves. To swing a spear at the speed of light means that it's very fast. I would recommend not to approach it in close range combat if you don't have the armor or the means to defend yourself, but the only problem is that Digimon also have ways of attacking Digimons that are a bit more distanced. It has ways of shooting projectiles, which means that Digimon as an ultimate is a very dangerous Digimon. And what's more impressive, this Digimon has 3 other Digivolutions depending on numerous circumstances. It can digivolve to Grand Kuwagamon, which is the ultimate form of insect Digimons, or Grandis Kuwagamon. I did explain these 2 Digimons in the Tentomon video. You will find all there is to know about their kind, their origins and their abilities in that video. I highly recommend that you go and click it. I'll link it at the end of the video. The last Digivolution I will explore is Bancho Stingmon, another member of the Bancho team. Until now I only mentioned Bancho Leomon in the Explaining Leomon video. Bancho is a title given to those Digimon that were able to emerge victorious in battles with fierce champions, without their spirits being broken. This would mean that a Dual Beamon fought many battles in order to digivolve into Bancho Stingmon. Not much is written about this Digimon, which means that I cannot estimate its abilities, but it has an attack called Bloody Finish, which might say a lot about what it can do. The Bancho team is a team that I will explore after I've discussed the origins of every member in a separate video. I do have to tell you that they have many powerful enemies despite themselves being very powerful. They have a way of following their own code of justice. If the Royal Knights, a team considered to be the Digimon world's last hope, were to do something strange that might end up endangering the Digimon population, the Bancho team won't even hesitate to fight them. Which also explains the title Bancho. It is a title given to delinquents that live by their own code. The Bancho team, with Bancho Stingmon, live by their own code. They are ready to face everyone if they would oppose a threat. This does make the Digimon world very exciting to explore because it still is this world with many clashes between numerous Digimons. I haven't even covered half of what's happening there. That world is a very violent world in which humans probably wouldn't last at all, even if they were to use the nuclear arsenal. But all of those hypothetical battles will be discussed in future videos. I hope you guys are going to hang around with me. This is the end of my videos, my friends. I do hope you enjoyed it. I love working on it. Do not forget to share the video and to subscribe if you haven't already. I am about to reach the 1,000 subscribers, which is totally crazy. I can't believe my channel grew that much. Don't forget to post a comment if you want me to discuss a particular video. Just in case, I have a Digimon playlist which is always updated. Every video I made or will make about Digimon will come in this playlist.